Introduction, Social Reforms, Equality, and Fraternity. Islam teaches that all men are equal before God. There is no color or race prejudice, no distinction between Arab and non-Arab. Goodness is the only criterion of worth. Muslimin are spread all over the world and in many countries, form the majority of the population. Though so wildly separated by land and sea, and in spite of the diversity of race, nationality, and color, a living spirit of brotherhood, whose loyalties outweigh those of either kin or tribe, binds together the followers of the faith of Islam today, just as it did when the first followers of the Prophet of Arabia embraced the religion. The Muslimin are not broken up by caste restrictions based on occupation or wealth, but by barriers against intermarriage. The Hajj is not a pilgrimage in the ordinary sense. It is not a visit to a place of sanctity to which miracles and superstitions are attached. It is a commemoration of a great event in the spiritual life of Abraham. It is a symbol of the journey of life and an annual reenactment of the principles of equality and brotherhood. There, the rich and the poor alike appear in the congregation for worship and in the sacred precincts of the Kaaba, clad in a simple, unembroidered, unstitched white garment, with bare head and either barefoot or with an unstitched sandal. The women keep their heads covered, but their faces unveiled. Here is in any place of worship throughout the Muslim world. The prince and the peasant pray together in the same room, and indeed can sit in the same ranks. No one has any right of precedence in the house of God. The ethics of Islam will be apparent from the following quotations from the Quran. It is not righteousness that ye turn your faces to the east and the west, but righteousness is he who believes in God and in the day of judgment, and in all the scriptures, and in all the prophets, and gives of his wealth in spite of his love for it to kinsfolk. Or you can say of love for him, God, but we're not saying him, it's just calling God male. To kinfolk, orphans, to the needy, and to the wayfarer, and for the ransom of captives of war, and to set slaves free. And who pays this poor rate, and keeps his promise and treaty when he makes one, and the patient in tribulation, and adversity, and in time of stress, such are they who are sincere, such are the God-fearing. The obligatory duties for the Muslimin are the following: affirmation of belief in the unity of God, and the recognition of the divine mission of Muhammad as a messenger of God, cardinal doctrines of Islam. Prayers 5 times a day. Dawn to sunrise. Midday, mid-afternoon, sunset, and evening. And dusk. The Muslimin perform congregational worship with the sermon in the mosque at noon on Fridays, corresponding to the Saturday of the Jews and the Sunday of the Christians, also twice annually in the forenoon during Eid al-Fitr and the Eid al-Adha. Subjugation of the passions and fasting of the senses. During fasts, a Muslim must abstain from vain talk, disputes, and luxuries. He is not allowed to eat, drink, or smoke between dawn and sunset. The infirm and those who are not physically fit are on a journey, excused, but must feed the indigent and carry out the obligation when fit and able to do so. Fasting for 1 month in every lunar year, just like in the Bible, it's the 9th month. Obligatory annual payment of zakat or prorate for the relief of the needy, 1/40 to 2.5% of the value of one's movable possessions for the year. There's different zakat rates for different resources, but that's the standard. Pilgrimage to Mecca, at least once in a person's lifetime, incumbent on those whose financial, mental, and physical conditions and family obligations permit it.